Welcome back to the International Desk. I'm Linda Kincaid. We're going to have more now on our top news. That plane crash in Nepal's capital of Kathmandu that killed at least 49 people. More than 20 have survived and are receiving treatment, but we don't know yet their condition. Teams have recovered both the plane's data recorders. A witness says the plane appeared to be flying too low, and the airport manager says it came in from the wrong direction. Well, Justin Green is a CNN aviation analyst and an aviation attorney and joins us now from our New York bureau. Great to have you with us. This is a region, of course, that is known for the Himalayas, very mountainous region, low-lying clouds. Is it considered dangerous?
Well, I think any time that you're flying in the vicinity of high terrain, you have to consider the ability for the aircraft to maneuver without coming into contact with the terrain in the surrounding area, but also the winds can be greatly affected by the terrain. Kathmandu, frankly, is not at a great altitude. It's just above 4,000 feet, so the altitude of the airport itself should not have played a factor. It has a relatively long runway, so that should not have played a factor. I think from an aviation point of view, the manager's comment that the airplane was coming in from the wrong direction is the first thing that I'd focus on, because as everyone probably knows, you want to fly an approach with the wind in front of you. That allows you to fly at a slower ground speed, and that's why airports are set up in the way that they are, and generally you fly the approach with the best winds. It could be that this aircraft came in with the winds at its back.
All right, so you think the direction it flew in may have played a part, given the witness statements we've heard so far. We also heard from one other witness who has an apartment that faces the airport, and she said she thought the plane was flying in too low compared to what she's used to seeing, and that there was a lot of heavy cloud cover around. What are the most likely scenarios here that may have played a part in this crash?
Well, there's a lot, but obviously pilot error seems to be the focus from the two comments you just made. Flying in low, if indeed the aircraft was flying in low, it could be that the crew was attempting to fly in visual flight conditions, and staying below the clouds. Also, this aircraft, which I believe is a Bombardier Q400 aircraft, it doesn't have, it has autopilot, but it has manual throttles. And it also could be that this air crew did not maintain sufficient airspeed and stalled the aircraft. The same model aircraft was in the 2009 Continental Connection crash up in Buffalo, New York, where the air crew allowed their airspeed to slow down and stalled the aircraft. So that I'd be focusing on pilot error at this point. It's a relatively new airline. This is a new route, and everything points right now to pilot error.
All right, Justin Green, good to get your perspective there from New York, our aviation expert. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Linda.
Well, over the next